Magandang gabi, Philippines. Hello world, good morning. Today we're in the city of Calamba City, Laguna, Philippines, and we are at a very historical site in Calamba, and we are at the home, the bahay of Dr. José Rizal, and he is a 19th century national hero, very prominent figure in the history of the Philippines. He was born on June 19, 1861, and his last words were "Consummatum est," which means it is finished. So here we are in his house where he grew up in. It was a two-story home on this land. I'll show you more of the land when we go back outside. But this is where he grew up, where he's born and raised. And this is some of his old belongings from his house back in the time when he was alive. This is the dining area where they ate. And it was believed that the house was destroyed originally in World War II and rebuilt again a little later after that. This looks like a dining area. You can see the paintings too. Yeah, very skillful, intelligent man. Oh, nice. This is his room, one of the rooms. I don't know if this is his room.
That's the mom's room.
Oh, the mom's room. I'm not sure. I wish it would tell us.
That's him alone, right?
Yes.
That's it.
Another statue here of him. Various paintings of Dr. Rizal. This is getting served breakfast. What's this? I don't know if that is writing something, talking to men. Rizal was the brightest in his class and attended and was always being awarded prizes, even at a young age. Look at that. Look how young he was there. I would say he was probably roughly 10 years old, maybe 10 to 12 years old.
That's his bed.
Oh, okay.
This is José Rizal's bed.
Okay, this is José Rizal's bed right here. Right here. Poster bed was used by José Rizal living in Calamba. So this is the bed that he slept in as a child.
Long time ago.
Yes.
A long time ago. Spanish.
I'm not sure whose room this was. Probably someone in his family's.
Spanish.
Yes. Look, you have the crucifixion of Jesus picture. Wow. Very old. It's amazing. Oh, cool. Yeah. Kamusta? I guess we can go downstairs. Yeah, we can go downstairs. Labasan exit. Alright, we're going down to the first floor. Yes, this is where we came up at. Oh, here you go. It looks like a little bit more history and timeline and more displays and images of him. Portrait of Rizal. This is him at 18 years old. Various books. That's probably why he was such a intellectual man, because I heard he learned the alphabet at 3 years old from his mother teaching him, and learned how to read and write at 5 years old. He went to various universities. I think he went to the University of San Tomas, and as well as university in Spain. Some of Rizal's love interest in his early years. Wow. Yeah, all these pictures. This is amazing. Yeah, let's look at the timeline. inkstand, see? Yes.
She's a woman.
Alright, hold on. Yes, hold on. 1872. He had studies in Binion. I heard they had many houses throughout Philippines. This is Rizal's favorite teacher. You can imagine how intellectual Rizal was, José Rizal was. Imagine his mentor was probably super intelligent as well. Record book of Trinidad Rizal. Okay. Chotamate. The different birds of the Philippines. Slippers. Oh wow, these are slippers that they made. That's him as well. And as I showed you in a video coming in, this is the story of Mount Makiling. So, Boondock Makiling, Mount Makiling. What does Boondock mean? Mountain?
English, right?
Okay, so anyway. And it's based off Maria Makiling. So it means the same thing as this, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure it's like a delete it or not. So yeah, they have the Tagalog version and they have the English versions as well. So in my town, there is a legend preserved, that of Mariang Makiling. Her, Maria. She was a young woman who inhabited the beautiful mountain. She was young, tall, svelte, with big and dark eyes, long and thick hair. She had a light brown, clear complexion. Sorry for ruining this, chopping this language up, but Kayu Manging Kaligatan. Her hands and feet were small and delicate. The expression on her face always solemn and serious. As you can tell in the photo, very serious. And then this translation is, I even climbed into the very peak of the mountain, and we saw delightful spots and enchanting places worthy of being inhabited by gods and goddesses. All these and more we saw and admired, stopping on our way several times to remain enraptured. Laong Laan Rizal, Mariang Makiling, Sola Duradad, December 31st, 1890. Oh, Ang Laguna de Bay, the Lake of Bay. So much history here. Yeah, basically around the whole Laguna area, or not the whole, but surrounded around Laguna is the Laguna Bay, and we'll show part of more history of Laguna in a little bit after we're done with José Rizal's house. This is the house of Calamba. It's cultivated fields in Makiling, all its simple and picturesque beauty, all acquired in those moments and inestimable value in my eyes. Yeah, José Rizal was big on diaries as well. Like I said, he was very prolific writer. As you can see, this was on May 1st, 1882. And this looks like a document signed by Narcisa Rizal declaring the value of her house in Calamba. And this right here is José Rizal was Baptist in the Church of St. John on June 2nd, 1861. And then I'll show you a little bit of the Church of St. John the Baptist, because it is right across the street over there. Well, here's José Rizal's father, mother, tatay, nanay. This looks like Camison or Kimona owned by the Rizals. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, because the Rizals were mestizos. They had Chinese, Spanish blood, Filipino, and I believe even a little Japanese, if I'm not mistaken. This looks like how you pound or smash garlic, correct? Or maybe cebullas. See? And here's what I was discussing earlier about the Laguna Bay. See, here's the Laguna Bay, the water right here, and Laguna is all surrounded around the water, and then Manila is like somewhere up over in this area. So very close proximity to Manila. I'd say Laguna without traffic is approximately 45 minutes to an hour away. With traffic, because you know how traffic can be, that could be possibly 2 to 3 hours possibly. But especially with the new highways that they're building, it's a lot faster than it once was. And as you can see, Calamba City is right here, and this is where we're at right here in Calamba City.
Only 1 hour.
Correct, Salamat. Look at this, Santa Rosa. He basically is just showing how he's writing different letters from different locations to his family, where he is at. So yeah, in Santa Rosa, it looks like Santa Rosa is similar to a landmark separating Spain and France. San Pedro is his grandmother's native town, San Pedro Laguna. So you can see how influential and big the Rizals were just in Laguna alone. In Biñan, this is where his father, José Rizal's father, Francisco Mercado, was born, May 11, 1818, and they were members of the town's Principalia. So Biñan looks like it is up here. Santa Rosa is right here. So Cabuyao here states, the natives of Cabuyao, the church was the site where Juli, one of the characters in El Fibristimo, met her fate. Caluyan, members of the Rojas clan were friends of Rizal. The family owned properties in this town. Caluyan. Nacalaran, Rizal in 1884 met in Spain Pedro Tubino, who was a native of Naclaran. San Pablo Laguna, José Rizal's sister resided in San Pablo. Santa Cruz Laguna, Doña Teodora Alonso was forced to walk here from Calamba and was imprisoned for more than 2 years for allegedly poisoning her sister-in-law. And that's a far walk. So imagine walking from Santa Cruz all the way to Calamba. Wow, that's amazing. Los Baños, I showed in another video, there's a lot of hot springs in Los Baños and the Pansol area. But chapter 11, it was titled after this town. Interesting. Pila, where's Pila? Pila mentioned to his father, the great intellect of Thomas Pinpin, who lived in Pila in Laguna and published the first Tagalog dictionary in 1613. Paete, where's Paete? Paete. So look, all the way on pretty much the other side of the lake. Thomas Edjuan, Mateo, so the Edjuans and Jose Cancan, sculptors from this town, studied under Rizal. Wow, it's amazing. So we got Mahahai, where's Mahahai? All the way over this area. Rizal mentioned that this is the town, the first chapter of El Filibusterisimo. Alright, what happened in Lumban? So in Lumban, it's a wealth and a town of gold. So where is Lumban? Lumban is all the way on the other side. Okay. Lastly, we have Paquil. Okay. For its virgin Tarumba in May 1880. Rizal, with his sisters and friends, visited Paquil upon the invitation of the Regalado family. This is Rizal. Different passages and writings that he wrote. Here we go, a little bit more history. 1742. Calamba was separate from Cabuyao. Mr. Horigwe donates a portion of estate in Calamba to the Jesuits. Sugarcane, wheat, bongo, and tobacco. 1768. I won't read all of it. You can read it in the parish of Calamba, 1779. The Dominicans. In 1845, the population of Calamba was only 3,660 people. 1880. The size of lands leased by the Rizal family in Calamba extends to 380 hectares. Oh, that's huge. Most of a lot of. Mainit ko. Mainit. Diba? Shout out. You have shout out?
Yes.
To who?
Oh my god.
To you? Oh my god.
I'm a single.
Interesting. This is a genealogy of his bloodline. Wow. Awesome. What's this? The family tree of the Rizals. Here's what Jose wrote in one of his passages in 1887. Without struggle, there is too no freedom. Without freedom, there is no light. Wow. This might be where he came down. It looks like where he would read with his mother. Different books and letters that he wrote. See if there's anything inside, for example. Oh wow, there is, see? Yeah. And look how all these books are. Awesome. These are all letters he wrote to various people during his short life. And the actual transcript of him being baptized on June 22nd. It was like a few days after he was born. He was baptized in John the Baptist Church across the street that I'm about to show you. Kamusta ka?
Po. Ikaw po.
You're from Laguna?
No, Batangas.
Oh, close. Take care, Ingat. Kamusta ka? Wow, that's cool. So yeah, this looks like what they would walk around and carry them on. They'd sit down there and then they pay kuya to probably carry them around, or possibly by horse. Yeah, that's the museum of José Rizal. And the schedule, basically every day except for Monday, 9 to 4. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Look at this. 2-story house. It's like made mostly of brick. So much history. I'll show you around part of the other property as well. The whale? The well? Yeah, well. Yeah, this is their original well. As you can see, there's better inside money. But yeah, this is where they got their water for their family home. And having, as you can see, there's the José Rizal's house. The cubo that he played in. And there's the St. John the Baptist Church. We have a mango tree here, different trees. And so the family was very wealthy. And then you can imagine in that time that he was alive how probably another reason why so intellectual he was, because comparing to these days, there's so many distractions in the world. So he had a lot of time to learn and study and be taught by great mentors in his life. Let's scroll around. There he is as a child with his dog. The Calamba clay pot. About to show you that in a minute. Kamusta? Hello. This is for his father, mother. I'm gonna go to the church here in a minute. I'm gonna show you the clay pot over here and explain more detail about the clay pot. Yes. And Dr. José Rizal when he's a child. Yes, look at this land.
Oh yeah, our church first.
Church. Okay. Yeah, guys, now we're walking to St. John the Baptist Church, as you can see. Right adjacent and across the street to José Rizal's home.